Hey everybody, back with another video, and this video is going to be kind of a fun one. It has to do with a lot of viewers' questions that we get, and we're just going to call this video 20 Questions with Dr. Whiting. So first things first, let's talk about Candida. Candida seems to be an epidemic. What causes it?
Well, Candida is caused by several things. First of all, it is caused by the overuse of antibiotics, steroid medications, and most common, birth control pills, which upset the chemistry of the intestines and destroys beneficial bacteria. This in turn allows the Candida organism, which we all have, to explosively multiply out of control.
Okay. And will probiotics, can probiotics eliminate Candida?
If the Candida is still confined to the intestinal tract, yes. By megadosing a good probiotic, you can often get the yeast under control in that manner. However, if the yeast has escaped the gastrointestinal tract and it has now become what we call systemic throughout the body, then probiotics will have little or no beneficial effect because they won't be able to address the yeast where it's growing. And the yeast can grow throughout the body, muscles, organs, soft tissues, and even in brain fluid.
Got it. Are all vitamin supplements the same?
Absolutely not. There are good supplements, there are great supplements, and there are extraordinary supplements. It all depends on how they're made, what they include, and a whole host of other manufacturing practices. But in general, most vitamin supplements do not contain the full 100+ nutrients that we feel the body needs on a daily basis. So they're lacking usually 30-40% of those if they're a good supplement, because the industry hasn't yet recognized how all of these nutrients work together. And that is a key factor in good supplementing nutrients.
Got it. There are a lot of critics on social media that say you cannot absorb most supplements. Why is that?
Well, and they're not totally incorrect. Again, it goes back to how the supplement was made. Was it made in a bioavailable manner? Was it the particle size addressed? Was the pH of the product addressed? The body absorbs things in an acid environment, and many supplements come in hard, rock-hard tablets that have a neutral pH, and that's okay when you're 15 or 20, but when you're past 40, these things become increasingly more important. So, you can absorb nutrients? Of course you can. Take your supplements with food. Take a supplement that has been designed for maximum absorption, and take a supplement that has adequate potency to do the job.
Nice, okay. And I don't know, you've probably heard this, and I've heard it quite a bit over the years. People say, I take expensive vitamins and then I pee them out. Or they say, my pee turns bright yellow after I take the vitamins. Isn't that just a waste of vitamins?
Well, that's interesting. There was a campaign quite a few years ago now, where people walked around with these shirt buttons that said, I have expensive urine. And I rather thought that was rather humorous. Of course your body expels or excretes all of these nutrients. If it didn't, the simplest thing that you ingested would poison you to death from excess. Your body does get rid of things, which is the reason why you should be taking your supplements on a daily basis, because the body excretes them in 24 to 36 hours. When it comes to bright yellow urine, that's caused by a B-complex nutrient known as riboflavin or vitamin B1. And that is the byproduct of your body processing it. It isn't indicating that you're not utilizing it at all. It's just excretion, which the body has to do. Otherwise, the simplest substance would become toxic.
Got it. What is the most deficient nutrient in most people?
Wow, that's a loaded one. I would have to say there are several, but I would have to say one of them, surprisingly, is iron. We have all these warnings about iron and iron excess and iron toxicity. Fact of the matter is that over 50% of adults are iron deficient. Other nutrients that are deficient in the standard American diet would be vitamin C, B-complex, calcium, and so forth. But right at the top of the list, iron deficiency is probably right up there. And one of the common symptoms of iron deficiency is fatigue and lack of energy.
Okay. And so, onto a different nutrient, can calcium from supplements build up in the body?
Again, it depends on a variety of factors. Calcium is often misunderstood. Calcium all comes from the same source. That's calcium carbonate. Doesn't matter what the product. It's what we do to it afterwards that makes a difference, and that process is called chelation. And when we chelate calcium with the right acidified substances, such as amino acids, citrate, malate, and so forth, we can increase the absorption and bioavailability. Once that's done, the calcium from supplements is actually safer than the calcium from many foods because it is bioavailable due to acidification.
Got it. Dietitians say we can get all our nutrients from food. Is that really true?
Well, I've said for probably 30 plus years that dietitians are the most constipated group of professionals still in the industry. And that's because what they learned in the 1940s and 50s, they're clinging to with a passion.
Still today.
And the answer is no, you can't. Even the National Institutes of Health has released a report that said that 50% at least of all adults in our country are 50% deficient in the major essential nutrients. The standard American diet, with its poor farming, with its processing, with its preserving of food, just can't do the job anymore.
Yeah. Does taking vitamin C cause kidney stones?
Well, that's been running around long before social media. But basically, stone formation, whether it be kidney stones, gallstones, I suppose you could even throw gout in there, are hereditary. In other words, people have a predisposition to those things. If you don't have that genetic link, you're never going to get kidney stones no matter what you do. And if you have that link, then you have to be a little careful. But keep in mind that the majority of kidney stones and gallstones are caused by a substance called oxalic acid. It has nothing whatsoever to do with vitamin C. In fact, take gout, for example, and they have similarities in their evolution, their process. One of the most effective treatments for gout is vitamin C. And so the fact that we're relating vitamin C to gallstones, those people probably would have formed those stones with or without the vitamin C in any case because of their genetic predisposition.